Hi, this is Mary Rafferty here, and welcome to this short video on listening. What I want to talk to you today about is listening in the context of some sort of a perhaps difficult conversation where somebody's very annoyed, very upset, very angry. It might be with you, it might be with another person, but either way, they're coming to you to unload and unburden themselves. The question is, how do we listen in this kind of a conversation? So all of us know listening is really important, and we've heard the term active listening, but my experience is that a lot of us don't listen very well, and it's actually a very underused skill and kind of underrated. And I think it's that we have a sense that when we're listening, we're just sitting there, we're just nodding, we're not really adding any value to the situation or to the conversation. We're just letting the person go on. And how is that helping solve the problem, or how is that helping get this situation dealt with so we can then move on to the next situation or challenge we have to deal with? And that plays into this idea of, well, what actually is our role when somebody comes to us with a problem? Now, what am I trying to do as the listener? And of course, the problem is that for a lot of people, the default mode is, I have to fix this situation. So if I'm sitting there, somebody's talking to me and unpacking a problem they have, and as the listener, in my head, what's going on is, oh, I have to come up with a solution. I wonder, this is what they could do, that's what they could do. Now, how can I get them to do this, that, and the other? Then all of the attention and energy is going to be going to what's happening in my mind rather than what's happening for them. And B, I'm going to be starting to feel a bit impatient, and perhaps I'm going to want to push them very quickly onto the solution that I've kind of come up with and thought would probably be best for them and for the situation. And I've probably really not paid an awful lot of attention to the actual content of what they're saying, other than to discern some facts so that can help me quickly come up with, some sort of an optimal and speedy resolution to the situation for them. So rather than us trying to fix the situation for that person, when we start to see that when somebody has a problem, it's always intimately bound up with the noise in their own heads, the thinking, the feeling that's going on for them, and that nobody can actually solve a problem for somebody else. They have to come to that place by themselves. And we can persuade and advise and do all that stuff, but really people have to find their own way to work through the stuff in their own heads. So as a listener, then our role is to help them start to unpack and get some of what's going on inside their heads, get some of that out on the table. Because when they have that, when they've unpacked that a little, and when they've kind of verbalized that and talked that through a bit, then they'll start to have more clarity, more ideas, better insights and ideas as to what they can do to fix the situation. So when we're listening from that space, listening to help the person understand the situation for themselves, listening to empower the person to understand the situation for themselves, then we're going to be very different in how we listen to the person. We talk about active listening skills such as nodding and open body language, reflecting back. When we're listening from a space of trying to support a person think something through for themselves, then we're going to be doing those things automatically, because we will see the value in those. We will see the value in making a space and letting the person talk, helping them hear what they've just said, which is what we do when we reflect back. Hey, so what you're saying to me is you're really annoyed about. Can you tell me more about what it is, what it is that really got to you there? Okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that you felt disrespected in the meeting last week with Jane, or you felt disrespected in the meeting last week with me. What was it about that? What was happening there for you? Can you say more about that? Okay, so this for you is about not feeling valued, or this for you is about your project not being accepted. So by listening from that place, we can be much more effective in helping to actually solve the problem for the person. We're just going to be automatically more empathetic, more connected with the person. There's a saying, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. So we'll actually come across as more caring, more interested in them, and that in itself can give the impetus and the space for them to start to have the insights that help them figure out what they need to do, or that help them communicate to you the piece you might need to play in helping them sort the situation out. So, to summarize, the next time you're in a situation where somebody's full of a story, full of anxiety, full of fear, full of annoyance, full of irritation, come out of your how do I fix this mode, come out of they're handing me the problem, I've got to sort it out, and go into the mode instead where you start to realize, oh, how can I be a catalyst here? How can I be a catalyst to help them see what they need to see so that they can take the next steps in this situation for them, or to help them communicate what's going on inside their mind and the thinking and the feelings that are going on that I might need to understand so that I can play the part that I have to in helping sort this situation out. So I hope you found this video useful. If there's someone else you think might find it helpful, please feel free to pass it on. Or if you'd like to find out more, check out my blog or download my free ebook on consensusmediation.ie. Or if I can help in any way, please drop me an email, mary@consensusmediation.ie. Thanks for watching.